Close your eyes and listen to my voice. It sounds human, doesn't it? You hear the breath, the pauses, the emotion. But what if I told you I am not speaking right now? Somewhere in the darkest corners of the internet, a faceless predator needs only 3 seconds of your voice to destroy your life. In the next few minutes, you will watch me use this terrifying technology to do the unthinkable. I am going to clone myself. If a cheap voice clone can trick a mother into draining her bank account, what happens when I weaponize my own identity? I am going to clone my face and my voice. My goal is to see how far I must go before my family realizes they are talking to a machine. Pay close attention. The platforms might try to take this video down to hide these tactics, but the brutal truth you are about to uncover could save your life. We all tell ourselves the same comforting lie. You probably believe it right now. You think you would know if a frantic call was not your loved one. It is human nature to trust our senses. Around 60% of people walk around confident they could spot a deepfake. But that blind trust is what predators hunt. Your confidence is not a shield. It is a fatal blind spot. Before I show you how I hacked my own mother's mind, you must understand the invisible war we are fighting. A massive 2024 meta-analysis looked at human deepfake detection. The results are chilling. Human accuracy is barely a coin flip. Do you know how many people identified the fake media shown to them in a recent ultimate test? 0.1%. Almost nobody passes. Not even trained experts. Your eyes and ears will lie to you. The digital ecosystem is drowning in synthetic identities. Deepfake files lurking online exploded to over 8 million in just 2 years. This threat forced the FBI to take drastic measures. They tracked AI fraud as a formal crime category for the first time. The numbers paint a grim picture. They logged over 22,000 complaints in a single year. More than $893 million vanished into thin air. Let me tell you about Sharon Brightwell from Dover, Florida. Her phone rings in July of 2025. On the other end is her daughter, panicking. She claims she was in a terrible car accident and faces sudden legal trouble. The voice is flawless. The fear is palpable. Sharon acts on raw maternal instinct. She rushes out and sends $15,000 in cash to save her child. She realizes the horrifying truth hours later. She was talking to a phantom. If you think Sharon was gullible, consider a chilling case from Missoula, Montana. A mother hears her daughter sobbing over the phone about a bloody car crash. She nearly wires thousands before finding her daughter safe at work. When questioned later, the mother says a sentence that still haunts me. She says, "I know her scared cry." The machine did not just steal a voice. It manufactured the raw texture of human trauma. How do they do it? It is brutal and simple. Artificial intelligence voice scams surged by over 1,200% in a single year. Criminals scrape your social media. A single Instagram story or a brief voicemail greeting is all they need. 3 seconds of raw audio. The neural network learns the pitch and cadence of your vocal cords. Whatever they type, you say. You could be asleep while your stolen voice begs your family for ransom. These voice phishing attacks surged over 1,600% in just 3 months. Predators are hunting for targets right now. This invisible epidemic kept me awake at night. If a stranger could fake a scared cry, what could I do with full access to my own digital footprint? I decided to move from theory to reality. I built the ultimate psychological trap for my parents. I had to become the monster the FBI warns us about. I started by harvesting my personal data. I scrolled through my phone and found a random 3-second clip of me talking. Just normal, everyday speech. I fed it into a premium voice cloning software. The progress bar crawled across the dark screen. 50%, 80%, 100. The machine asked for a text prompt. I typed one sentence. "Hey mom, it is me." I put on my headphones and pressed play. My blood ran cold. It was not just similar. It was me.
The spectral analysis
It captured the slight rasp in my throat when I speak soft. It mimicked the way I pause between words. I typed another sentence, adding deliberate punctuation to force a panic. The software generated my voice, hyperventilating. It sounded like I did when I was terrified years ago. I possessed a digital doppelganger. It was armed and ready to weaponize my family's protective instincts. But a cloned voice was not enough for my ultimate experiment. Human detection rates for high-quality video deepfakes sit at a pathetic 24%. 3 out of 4 people are blind to the deception. I wanted to see if I could beat those terrible odds. I fed hours of my old vlog footage into an advanced face-swapping algorithm. I mapped my face onto a stock video of a man sitting in a dark room. The rendering process took hours. My computer fan screamed like a jet engine. When the video finished, I watched myself move on the screen. But I never filmed this. My digital ghost blinked, shifted its weight, and stared into the camera lens. The mouth movements synced with the cloned audio. The lighting matched my cheekbones. I felt a deep, primal disgust in my stomach. The line between my reality and a digital fabrication was gone. Now, I needed my targets. My parents, the 2 people who changed my diapers, taught me how to speak, and listen to my voice every day. If anyone on Earth could spot the fraud, it had to be them. Human connection is supposed to be the ultimate firewall. We want to believe love creates a bond no machine code can replicate. I was about to put that romantic theory to a brutal, unforgiving test. I crafted the scenario with precision. Generic scammers just ask for money. I needed this to feel real. Panic shuts down critical thinking. I wrote a script where I was stranded on the side of a deserted highway. My tire was blown, my phone was dying, and a strange car kept circling back to watch me. Pure, escalating paranoia. I typed it out, generating the audio with a trembling, breathless vocal filter. The trap was set. But there was one hidden layer to this test, the family safe word. It is a secret code phrase only your immediate relatives know. Authorities consider it the strongest defense. An algorithm cannot generate something it never learned. Does your family have a safe word? Pause this video and tell me in the comments right now. Because after you see what happens next, you will realize you need one. This was a critical stress test of our only lifeline. I sat alone at my desk, surrounded by glowing monitors. The cloned audio files were loaded onto my digital soundboard. The deepfake video was ready to be sent as a frantic text message. My real phone was turned off and shoved into a drawer. I looked at the clock on the wall. It was nearly midnight. I loaded my mother's number into an anonymous caller ID spoofer. My finger hovered over the enter key. My heart pounded. I pressed enter. The screen flashed green. A harsh, digital dialing tone filled the dead silence of my room. Ring. Ring. Passing second, the tension wrapped around my throat like a cold wire. I was about to lie to my mother using my stolen identity. I wondered if she would feel the deception deep in her bones. The ringing stopped. There was a brief rustle of sheets. Then, a tired, familiar voice answered the line. Hello, she whispers into the receiver. The grogginess is heavy in her throat. It is the middle of the night. My finger trembles as I click the first audio file on my digital soundboard. Mom, it is me, the machine cries out. I am stranded on the dark highway and my tire is blown. I watch the digital waveform bounce on my glowing screen. I hold my breath, waiting for her to hang up. She does not hang up. There is a sharp, sudden intake of breath over the line. The sleepiness vanishes, replaced by sheer, unadulterated panic. Honey, where are you? Are you hurt? Her voice spikes with absolute terror. The illusion is flawless. The artificial intelligence mimics the frequency of my stress. She is not talking to a machine anymore. In her mind, her vulnerable child is in deep trouble. The trap is closed. I click the second file, pushing the digital nightmare into darker territory. Mom, there is a weird car parked right behind me, the digital clone stammers. The guy keeps watching me through the glass. I feel sick listening to my stolen voice manipulate my mother. But this is how real attacks happen. This is how invisible predators extract thousands of dollars in mere minutes from terrified parents across the country. I need a tow truck right now, but my cards are declining, the machine begs. I expect some hesitation. I expect her to question the sudden demand for cash. But human nature is predictable when primitive fear takes over. She does not ask if it is me. That detection rate the academic studies talk about. It disappears when your heart is pounding out of your chest. She is ready to empty her bank account for a digital ghost. Her empathy has become her biggest vulnerability. But I have to push the experiment further. I have to know if she can be fooled visually. While she scrambles to find her purse in the dark, I hit send on the video file. I text her the deepfake video from an unknown burner number. The visual ambush is now in play. Look at the video I just sent, the AI voice pleads. I need you to see where I am. I hear the faint chime through her phone speaker. She puts me on speakerphone to watch the video. Remember, human detection for high-quality video deepfakes is a pathetic 24%. Will my mother see the strange digital artifacts? Will she notice the unnatural blink rate of my cloned eyes staring in the dark? I listen to her ragged breathing over the open line. Oh my God, she gasps. I see you. You look so scared. The visual deception is an undeniable success. The uncanny valley is erased by maternal instinct. Every metric of deception worked. Voice cloning, face swapping, emotional manipulation. The machine hijacked her reality. I am staring at the mechanism that steals nearly $1 billion. She is begging me to stay on the line while she opens her mobile banking app. But then, something unexpected happens. The line goes quiet for 5 seconds. The blind panic in her voice shifts. A tiny, crucial seed of doubt takes root in her mind. The frantic jingling of her car keys stops. A suffocating, tense silence hangs over the phone line. I hover my hand over the mouse. She takes a slow, deliberate breath. Honey, she says. Her tone is different now. It is cold. It is calculated. What is the safe word? My stomach drops. The invisible defense mechanism we established years ago is being tested in real time. This is the one thing the neural networks could never scrape from my social media profiles. The ultimate human firewall is activated. The sophisticated algorithm hits a dead end. A heavy, digital silence fills the void. The machine only knows how to simulate fear, but it lacks human memory. It is a brutal contrast between technical perfection and emotional stupidity. I scramble to play a generic deflection file. Mom, I do not have time for this. The guy is getting out of his car, the AI screams. It is a calculated pressure tactic to force compliance. But she does not flinch. I am not sending a single dime until you tell me the word, she demands. The illusion cracks wide open. The digital ghost is trapped. I sit back in my chair, staring into the dark monitors. The suffocating tension dissolves into a profound sense of relief. She beat the machine. She beat the terrifying statistics. If you feel that same massive wave of relief right now, hit the like button. I reach into my desk drawer, pull out my real phone, and dial her actual number. On my computer screen, the anonymous caller application is running. Her phone chimes. She answers my real call while the AI clone breathes in the background. Mom, I say, using my real, unfiltered vocal cords. I am safe. I am at home. It was a deepfake test. There is a long, haunting silence on the line. When she speaks, her voice shakes with profound disbelief, followed by a nervous laugh of pure relief. It sounded like you, she whispers. I knew your scared cry. If we did not have that stupid safe word, I would have sent the money. Her words echo the Missoula mother who nearly lost everything. The psychological trauma of the test is real. I spend the next hour calming her down. I explain the terrifying FBI data and the 3-second voice clones. But the invisible damage is done. The deep trust in her senses is broken. She realizes she can never again answer the phone and assume the person speaking is her son. The death of identity is not a future concept. It has happened. My mother survived because she had a secret code. But think about your own family. Think about your aging parents or grandparents. Do they have a safe word? If their phone rings tonight, and your cloned voice is begging for help, what is stopping them from wiring their life savings to a faceless server in another country? The answer for most people is nothing. They are sitting ducks in a massive digital hunting ground. This is not just about losing money. It is about the ruthless weaponization of human love. These scammers target your most sacred emotional bonds. They use your protective instincts as a loaded gun against you. With deepfake files multiplying into the millions, this invisible crime wave is getting faster, cheaper, and more persuasive. We are entering a terrifying new dark age. It is an era where seeing is no longer believing, where hearing is a cheap digital illusion. Your voice, your face, your tears are raw data points waiting to be harvested. Your identity is now defined by shared secrets. Call your family today. Establish a safe word right now. Make it obscure. Make it a word a machine could never guess. Because one day, your phone is going to ring in the dark. You will hear the scared cry of someone you love. And in that terrifying moment, a single secret word will be the only thing separating your reality from an emotional massacre. Do not let your family become another tragic statistic in a grim FBI report. If you want to survive this digital nightmare, subscribe to the channel right now. Trust nothing you see. See you in the next dark chat.